Engine floor, the path goes wild, steel and sparks collide. Metal beasts in battle mode, no place to run or hide. Wheels spin, the dust kicks up, adrenaline runs free. Tonight's the night, it's do or die on Throwdown TV. Crush it up, crack it down, crush the metal, wreck the ground. No backing down, no sandbagging allowed. Push the pedal, feel the rage, steel on steel, it's all we know. Smash it up and steal the show. Crush it up, wreck it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Through the fire, through the pain, still we rise, still we reign. One more hit, one last spin, only the strongest ever win. Tires shine light, sparks ignite, another car goes down. Steel and fury, no escape, the toughest hold their ground. Mad dogs tearing through the pack, there's nowhere left to flee. This is war on wheels tonight on Throwdown TV. Roll over flips, crowd screams loud, another beast goes down. Twisted metal, shattered glass, body shakes the ground. But we get back up, fight again, this is how we play. Demolition, kings and queens, we own this stage today. Crush it up, wreck it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Battered, broken, standing tall, one last hit, give it all. The battle rages endlessly. Welcome to Throwdown TV.
All right, Freedom Hall, Kentucky. You guys ready to watch some cars get tore up tonight or what? I'm ready, Tix. You ready?
I think that was weak. Freedom Hall, are you guys ready to see some Demolition Derby?
Man, you're a lot better at that than I am, Tix. You know how to get that crowd pumped up.
Just totally stoked to be here. Hey, you guys, we are with Throwdown TV. Super excited to be here at the Bourbon Beatdown. We cannot tell you the excitement of the coming up to this Demolition Derby, and we are so excited to bring it to you guys at home on Throwdown TV. So please sit down, get your beverage, get tuned in, and be ready for what we are going to have a heck of a night of Demolition Derby.
I'm excited to be here. I've drove through that tunnel. You've drove through that tunnel, Tix. There's no better feeling than driving through that tunnel.
No doubt about it. There's 250 cars and lawnmowers out there ready to have that excitement. Are you guys ready to have that excitement? All right, you guys, I don't think we need to waste any more time. I think I need to grab Mr. Michael and have him come out here and give us the prayer to send us off in safety from our great Lord. Michael, let's have you come on out here, my friend. Mr. Michael, here we go. You are going to bring us into the prayer of the Lord, sir.
Thank you. For everyone, bow their heads with me real quick. Almighty God, creator of heaven and earth, tonight under these bright lights and roaring engines, we gather with hearts full of excitement, anticipation, and gratitude. This is no ordinary night. This is the Bourbon Bash Demolition Derby where metal clashes, engines roar, and adrenaline runs high. But before the first collision shakes the ground, we pause to acknowledge you, the one who gives us life, strength, and the thrill of competition. Lord, we ask your mighty hand of protection over every driver strapped into their cars, over every crew member working behind the scenes, over every fan in the stands, and every household joining us online tonight. Keep them safe from harm, guide their reflexes, and steady their hands as they battle it out in the dirt. Let skill and courage shine, but let no harm come to those who give their all tonight. May the spirit of sportsmanship, respect, and community fill this arena. Let the roar of the engines remind us of the passion and perseverance you instill in us. Let the cheers of the crowd echo the joy of fellowship, and may this night be filled with moments that will be talked about for years to come. And as the dust settles and the final car still stands, let us leave here with grateful hearts, knowing that every thrill, every crash, and every victory is part of the incredible life you have given us. We thank you for the hard work and dedication of everyone here tonight, especially our hosts, Andrew Perry and Robbie Crittenden. We dedicate this night to you, Lord. May it be one of excitement, safety, and unforgettable memories. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen. God bless.
Michael, thank you so much for those great words. We want to make sure our drivers are safe. We want to make sure our spectators are safe, and all of our crew. You guys, there's so much time and effort, blood, sweat, and tears that come to put on an event like this. This isn't just a free pass. People have sacrificed so much time from family and friends to be here to put this on. Freedom Hall has not had a demolition derby since 2019, and we are back 2025 with Twisted Metal Motorsports. Let's get a big round of applause.
Your drivers for the MWFA class: John Campbell in the number 5, Jason Adams in the number 16, William Spicard in the X3, Dakota Fancher in the 303, Jordan Hatton in the H821, Derek Caudill in the number 3, Jacob Vaughn in the 55, Hunter Sievers in the 14A, William Vaughn in the number 41, Joshua Reynolds in the 77.5, Caleb Reynolds in the number 77, Brandon Tussey in the T22, Tyler Jelt in the 927, Mason Finley in the AM13, Kyle Bryant in the 48.5, Zach Lehman in the 518, Josh Walters in the 40J, Logan White in the 13X, Jeremy Hopper in the 8 3/4, Joey Toole in the 11X, Thomas King in the 357, Aaron Henry in the Slim 27, Corey Parr in the 96X, Chris Singleton in the 71X, Bradley Tussey in the T20, Connor Gamble in the number 45, Cody Gamble in the number 13, Skylar Rush in the 333, Paul Lockridge in the 248, Austin Wheatley in the number 22, Bailey Terry in the number 17, Brad Tussey in the T24, Braden Tussey in the T28, Nathan Ginter in the 405, Jeff Gamble in the 13J, Cody Durham in the 1351, Justin Smith in the 1157, Chris Van Meter in the number 38, Chad Lasley in the 711.
Right. Hey, buddy.
Jaron Rutherford.
How you feeling today?
7. Pretty good.
What made you bring a Durango instead of a minivan with all these minivans out here?
Something different.
Something different. You feel good about the Durango?
I don't know. I ain't never ran one.
Hey, best of luck to you, boss. All right, let's check out one of these minivans. We got a little bit of time. All right. There's 37 minivans out here. How do you feel about being in a minivan now?
I feel like those cars behind me are in trouble.
You gonna send it?
On to.
You gonna send it with the? You gonna give them the beat?
They're gonna get it all. It's been a long day. They're getting it all.
All right. Now, what made you bring an Explorer instead of a van?
It's just something to try, something different. It's got an 8.8 in the rear-wheel drive. That's why I'm a rear-wheel drive guy. So.
Well, hey, best of luck to you, buddy. Man, I'll tell you what, these guys don't seem too pumped up, but that guy there said he gonna give him the beans. All right, let's see here. Yeah. All right, now what possessed you to bring a square body S10 to run in a demolition derby?
$250.
Oh, okay. Did it run and drive?
Yes.
Hey, best of luck to you, buddy. Best of luck to you. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and get off the track here. We just figured we'd give you a little inside look real quick to how the drivers are acting. Back to Micah.
All right, let's finish this up. We got Jaron Rutherford in the number 7, Brandon Alberton in the number 55, KJ Kurtz in the 62X, LeRae Griffith in the 9210.
I can hear you. What do you need?
Ladies and gentlemen, things are going to look a little bit different here tonight, as you're going to get to enjoy the action without all the commentary. We want to thank Tanner Longus for that long shot back up into the tunnel. You can see those cars dropping down into the arena here tonight. If you've never been here, folks, that's something to see right there. Also a huge shout out to the GOAT, Alex Vasco, running cam for us this weekend. We're so proud to have him here. We're going to pack them in tight. Once this baby gets underway, we'll be calling this very limited. We want you to enjoy the action without a ton of commentary here tonight.
You're over there.
We'll call out some stuff every now and again. You know, people that are hitting hard, stuff like that. But for the most part, that'll be handled after the heat is over. We want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in on Throwdown TV. Thank you for being patient with this new production and working with us. We appreciate it. We appreciate you guys wanting to watch this show tonight. There are a ton of people here in the stands, and it's about to get rowdy here. Last van, the 48.5, has just pulled into the arena. We're about to go live with your first heat event of the night, MWFA, Most Wanted Fine Arts class. Thank you to Jason Sauer for putting that heat together. Definitely known across the nation. And more shows are picking this class up. Green flags all the way around. 4, 3, 2, 1. This red flag brought to you by Multi-10 Demo. Multi-10 Demo.
When I got green flags, we'll go. All right, green flag, back to action.
We're back green. red flag on the track. This red flag brought to you by Indy CNC. Be sure to check out Indy CNC for all your Demolition Derby parts.
Give a big round of applause.
Wow, what do you guys think of that action so far? MWFA does not disappoint here at Bourbon Beatdown. It's not quite over yet. We'll be going back green here shortly.
I got green here. All the other flag men, are we looking good? All right, green means go. Here he goes.
Red flag, this red flag brought to you by the Simple Solution. Simple Solution, Robbie Crittenden. Of course, he is the man that is putting this Demolition Derby on this weekend. We want to thank him for all his hard work. Again, red flag brought to you by Simple Solution. right, what you guys are watching now, if you can see it, they are taking lug nuts off of cars of the sandbaggers. Something to check out as things progress throughout the night. This red flag brought to you by Electronic Solutions.
Bill's like, that's $2,200. I was like, put that four-way, Bill.
That hasn't paid for the expenses yet.
Yeah, and minus the 15% that we got to get Robbie at some point, so.
All right, green flag, here we go.
Guys, if you can hear buzzing at home, that's actually coming from an electric fan on one of the vehicles that's dead out there on the arena floor. That has nothing to do with our audio. We hear it too.
I don't think Bill's not remembering to shut these off all the time.
Bill, are you shutting our mics off?
Handheld.
I think that might have been the trouble.
Okay, I've turned your guys' volumes down on the handheld, so we'll turn them up. Remind me.
Green flag, here we go. It's hard to tell for sure. Looks like we got another 13 still moving.
Watch out for that enforcer. We're going to turn up the pace here in the MWFA class.
All right, 40K, breaking his stick off. T24 breaking his stick off. That's two we don't got to worry about. Let's come on down here to this side.
That enforcer is here simply to push the pace. Every now and again, he gets called into the arena to make a hit. He'll back right out and wait for the next one.
I do believe we are down to our last looks like 7-Eleven is on the clock. 7-Eleven
518 doing a good job of taking out the 711. Now the 518 is going to have to get down to the other end of the track so he can stay in the competition.
I think he's trying to whittle his way, make some room. I'm not sure he's ever done it.
Guys, the real action is the 518 trying to get down to that other end of the track. That's what we should be showing. It's 518 trying to get down there.
Oh, he's moved the S2 a little bit. Come on now, Ben, let me hear you. He's trying to get in there. He's trying to. There, he got it, Ben.
There you go. The 518 makes a legal hit just in time, breaking through. Now we got 3 back in it.
What a shot there. All right, 518 has dialed in on the clock. 48 and a half. He's been moving around like I'm sure he needs to get over here and make a hit. Guys, I will tell you there is so much debris on this track. Finish her off loud. What are you doing? Send that cupcake, son. Come on now.
There's your winner in the 405, Nathan Ginter. All right, with that, you guys, we're going to throw it down to Fatty down there on the track.
Man, you're pretty tall to get in and out of there, ain't you?
I'm telling you.
Now, a van. What made you choose a van?
I wanted to run a big car, but I didn't have time to make the build, and I wanted to run, so it was the easiest thing I could do.
So you typically a big car guy?
Typically.
What do you like to run in big cars?
03 and up.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Well, I'll tell you what, there was a lot of vans out there when you got here. Did you think you had something until you seen 37 other vans?
I mean, I thought I had a chance. That's about it.
Well, I'll tell you what, you did a great job, buddy. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Wow, I'm standing here with Zach Lehman, the 518 driver, second place right here. Almost 50 vehicles out here. What are you thinking about that?
Man, it was fun. I'll tell you that. It's great to come down here to Kentucky and actually, get the Derby with some drivers you're not familiar with. You don't have to worry about hurting feelings. So I'm thankful to be here and have this opportunity to hit the track at Freedom Hall. So we'll definitely be back at this one.
I tell you what, the first year back at Freedom Hall, what are you thinking about this track?
It's nice. It's solid. Even with street tread, it's a little tacky, so you can still get traction. I think the rest of the classes tonight's going to wrap up to be good. They'll have plenty of good traction.
I noticed you guys were pushing each other around down here a little bit and everything like that. What vehicle are you actually driving here?
This is actually a 2005 Ford Freestyle. I've only known of one other person to run it, and I figured I'd give it a try down here, but I was actually worried a little bit because it had a misfire when we got it and pulled it onto the track, but we kept it running long enough to get into the money, so that's what counts, right?
You know what, you sit there and you think about that. That just goes to show with the MWFA class, it don't matter what you run. A Ford Freestyle comes out here and brings off second misfire, and you got to give a shout out to people that help you with this thing.
Yeah, I want to thank my wife for putting up with this, but I want to thank my buddy Josh Walters and Kyle Bryant there. They all came down with me. I wanted to give a shout out to Southern Ohio Productions. Colton Carpenter, he comes and records and does all of our footage and photos, and I want to give a shout out to Great Pies up there in South Point, best pies you'll ever eat, for sponsoring out not just this show but the next show as well.
Well, there you go, you guys. Zach driving the number 518, wheeling that freestyle down to second place. Congratulations, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, there you guys go. It just goes to show it doesn't matter what you run in the MWFA class, you can wheel anything down to the end. Luck is a good thing out here.
All right, now who am I speaking with here?
Skylar Rush.
Okay, now I stopped and talked to you right before the Derby started. You had your skull cap on, you got your favorite tuxedo shirt on right now, and you said you was going to go on too.
We went on too.
Now, it looks like the engine's starting to fall out of the front of this van.
Yeah, it happens. The back end was the business end.
Now, do you typically run the vans, or is this a different class for you? You like the Most Wanted Fine Arts?
I like Most Wanted Fine Arts. 3-hour build, strip it down, full send it.
Okay, now, how much, now I don't know if your wife or girlfriend's here, but how much you got in this van?
About $400 total.
You'll make your money back a little bit to come out here and have a good time. What'd you think about the track? How was the track for you?
Track was hard, track was fast, made it fun. To the guys in the mini cars, I'm sorry. We just had to have a good time tonight.
Hey, you put on a heck of a show, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I'm standing here with the 48 half. What did you lose out there?
I lost a few lug nuts trying to play the game.
Well, that game still worked pretty good for you. Even without lug nuts, you wheeled it on down here. It just goes to show you don't need all 20 of them to be there.
Well, that's why I picked a 6 lug, because I knew Robbie would at least take 2 of them.
So there's a little bit of theory behind this.
Yeah, you know when you're a bagger, you're going to get a couple lug nuts took.
Well, you know what? I got to give you tons of credit because I laughed and joked with you before the Derby, about how you're going to drive and everything like that. And, a bagger, at least when he admits it, it's not like saying the kettle isn't black.
Hey, I just like catching chicks. That's all I'm here for.
There you go. Hey, coming back to Freedom Hall, what do you think about this place?
I'll come back again next year and the year after that and then the year after that.
No doubt about it. Maybe you can find like a 60 lug vehicle.
I'm going to need it next time. I'll say they'll have their eyes on me.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that enforcer could have got a better shot at you, I think you would have been taking that one too.
I've heard the headers of a Chrysler before, and whenever that one lit up, I felt it.
No doubt about it. Hey, congratulations on the good show, wheeling her down. Thanks for being a sports out here, and the smile's worth a million.
Thank you, brother.
All right, who am I speaking with here?
Paul Lockridge.
Okay, now, I stopped and spoke to you right before. I said, now, what would possess you to bring a Durango against all these minivans? And what'd you say?
They ain't never ran one before.
You gonna run one again?
Yes.
Yeah, you like it? You think it had a little power? I mean, what do you like about the Dodge Durango?
It had some power.
You like it being rear-wheel drive too?
Yes.
You like the leaf springs on the back?
Yes.
You just like just about anything. Is there anything you don't like about a Dodge Durango?
Not really.
What happened?
I think the training.
I'd say I don't like the trainings then.
Yeah, probably the only thing.
All right, well, hey, buddy, thanks for coming, man.
All right. If you guys don't know who this man is, this is Jason Sauer. This is the inventor, the man of the Most Wanted Fine Art class. Jason Sauer, how does it feel to see your creation of a class here under the big stage?
It feels really good. I brought the original crew who smashed so many years ago. They're all here in the stands. We can't believe that we were just goofing off, and now we're inside of a stadium with our friends smashing cars. This is so much fun.
You know what, I tell you what, you guys take a look at these first place, the second, third place trophies, these yard signs. These things are all artistically done right there by Jason Sauer and the art crew. How cool is that? everywhere you go, if you run the most wanted fine art class, that's what you get to bring home. You get to bring home one of these trophies. And you guys, this is 100% entry-level demolition derby. The inner city can even do this one, right, Jason?
That's where we started it. We didn't know what to do with these cars that didn't pass inspection, and we just wanted to run them into each other. And we never did that before, and it was so exciting. Hey-o! And we just love smashing cars inner city. It's a good identity that's never been done, and our little town in Pittsburgh just loves it. And everybody is just rooting from home. Everybody's watching Throwdown TV. I know a whole bunch of people rented it this weekend, so hey to everybody back in Pittsburgh.
There it is. We got a lot of people that are supporting us all around there. Like we say, folks, everybody in this place can be running an MWFA car. It takes nothing. Kick the glass out, something that barely runs. Just come out here and get hit a couple times. That's the enjoyment of Demolition Derby.
You're supposed to make art about what you know, so I know about growing up Catholic in Pittsburgh, and I know about smashing cars. Oh, yes! We paint a precious painting on here, and then we just go ahead and smash it. People go all over the world, and their whole life is about this powerful artwork. And I want to be in the narrative of powerful artwork.
Come on.
What is this?
This is the power of real art. I already see something that I like.
How do you feel about the term visionary artist?
Thank you.
We can reuse this pollution source and turn it into a pigment.
You're not shy, right? You don't mind if he looks at you.
No, good dog.
It looks pretty gross when you're on the river, but it's really neat to work with.
Welcome aboard.
Oh, wow. For me, this would be a Demolition Derby car.
Just the whole world is the opposite of how I grew up. So it's very interesting to me to see this subculture.
I want to run into everybody. Full steam.
I love the smell of it, all the gas and the fumes and everything. And you feel always like it's illegal. It seems illegal.
Dude, I'm so sorry. You know we were in a derby. We should have built a better car.
All right, folks, I'm here with a mini car. Now, who am I speaking with?
Aaron Henry.
What possessed you to bring a mini car to the most wanted class? Now, you know, the minivans, the Durangos, the Explorers, that's what everybody's talking about. And you brought this thing. What is this thing?
It's a Toyota Camry.
How much you had in this thing?
400.
Did it have a converter on it?
2 of them.
It did? So you did all right then. But seriously, what made you bring this instead of bringing a minivan or anything else?
It's all I know. It's all I run.
Camrys, what do you think happened? What happened to the car? Why don't want it to go no more?
I broke the shifter, and yeah.
Oh, you was in there just ratchet shifting it, trying to make a move, wasn't it?
Right, yeah.
All right, well, buddy, congratulations as far as you make, because you're a man, because I wouldn't have pulled out there against all these things in that thing, so.
Go over and get back.
All right, you guys. We're here standing in front of this awesome Bobby Brockway. This is the Hammering Hoosier Award for this year. And they have, this is for the one person for the night that is going to earn this thing. Lock, stock, and barrel.
Yeah, we're good. I think I got it right here, Tix. I think I'm with you. The Bobby Brockway Award, I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the Hammering Hoosier, who would have ever thought?
Oh, that's exactly it. You know what? If you guys don't know who Bobby Brockway is one of the original TSL cast members that had a great time with us, made a lot of history, a lot of good video and everything. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, we lost out on him way too early in life. Here in February, it just made the 2-year mark of him going away. You know, and it's there's a unique thing that we're carrying around here today. Ryan David made a keychain in memory of Bobby Brockway running the 76X right there. You guys, we got that in our pocket, so he may not be here in person with us. He's here in faith. He's watching over us for safety. And thank you. We love you, Bobby, for that. And you know what? Thank you so much for all the drivers that are going to fight to win that trophy right there, Fatty. I mean, I know it'd be a hard time for you to win it because, I mean, the right pedal's hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll ever be nominated for a Hammering Hoosier Award, but no, Bob was an enthusiast of the sport. He was great. He would stop and talk to just about anybody. You know, I love and miss him every day.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Now, you know what? You did get an award for running hard, and you did get to get some pictures with Bobby with it, so I do think you bought your way into that thing, but I mean, it was a memorable thing to be in, and their pictures are out there to prove it.
Yeah, I'm not saying Bob gave me $100 so we could buy that award off the guy that probably truly deserved it, but yeah, it worked out pretty good that day with me and old Bob. We had a good time.
That's exactly it. You know, so folks, please, as you're watching at home and you see some hard hitters and everything like that, we let these drivers know that you got the great opportunity to win that Hammering Hoosier 76X trophy, and we just can't thank you enough, you know, especially for Twisted Metal to come and do this thing. I mean, and just, you know, just having a blast.
Right, yeah, and just to have Bob here with us. Nobody ever forgets about Bob. If you met him one time, you'll remember him the rest of your life.
And it's Bobby with an IE, not a Y.
Yes, that's IE, no Y.
There you guys go. A little inside joke, but thank you so much for tuning in. And you guys, let's keep cheering on those Hammering Hoosier drivers out there because it's only going to get better and better as the night goes on.
Yes.
Engines roar, the clock goes wild, steel and sparks collide. Metal beasts in battle mode, no place to run or hide. Wheels spin, the dust kicks up, adrenaline runs free. Tonight's the night, it's do or die on Throwdown TV. Crush it up, break it down, crush the metal, wreck the ground. No backing down, no sandbagging allowed. Push the pedal, feel the rage, steel on steel, it's all we know. Smash it up and steal the show. Crush it up, wreck it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Through the fire, through the pain, still we rise, still we reign. One more hit, one last spin, only the strongest ever win. Tires shine light, sparks ignite, another car goes down. Steel and fury, no escape, the toughest hold their ground. Mad dogs tearing through the pack, there's nowhere left to flee. This is war on wheels tonight on Throwdown TV. Roll over flips, crowd screams loud, another beast goes down. Twisted metal, shattered glass, bodies shake the ground. But we get back up, fight again, this is how we play. Demolition, kings and queens, we own the stage today. Crush it up, break it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Battered, broken, standing tall, one last hit, give it all. The battle rages endlessly. Welcome to Throwdown TV.
You guys are going to love the next class coming up because we got the lawnmowers coming up. These things are some wild, bad dogs.
They're coming down the ramp. Let's take it back to you guys.
We're going to have Brandon Kersey in the number 74, Jaden Hackworth in the 007, Jason Hackworth in the number 30, Hunter Porter in the 7X, Thomas Wiseman in the 228, Robert Spurlock in the 313, C.R. Willis in the 413, Chris Decker in the 888, Charles Wiseman in the 1019X, Hunter Hassick in the number 67, Charles Garnett in the number 829, Paul Mertz in the 21.5, Jaden Altmeyer in the 7X, Talon Powers in the 53, Lucian Powers in the 77X, Nathan Stewart in the 17X, Michael Evans in the 104, Lance Courtney in the 24, Travis Warren in the 64, Austin Williams in the 326, Horace Thomas in the FYF, Bobby Crouch in the number 92, Eli Miller in the 29.5, Seth Coldina in the 08, Tanner Razor in the R54, Leroy Meyer in the 829, Maddox Dalton in the F-U-2, Ryan Redmond in the 44, Jack Cundiff in the 128, Cody Stotts in the 517, Justin Mertz in the 213, Joel Altmeyer in the 3X, Nate Prather in the 021, Bryce Clemens in the 01, Matthew Livers Jr. in the 23X, Jacob Gray in the number 7, Chris Gray in the number 94, Shane Downard in the 16X, Jacob Martin in the 409X, Chad Sipes in the number 47, Ethan Dial in the number 17. Ladies and gentlemen, the mowers brought to you by Fueled by Faith, Henson Trucking, and Perry A Logistics. Mowers coming at you now. Wow, this is about to get crazy. These guys are insane. I've never seen so many mowers, guys. I hope you enjoy this as much as we're going to. Keep your eyes peeled. Oh! We got one down already. This red flag brought to you by Bearded Designs. Red flag. This red flag brought to you by the Imagination Company. flag. This red flag brought to you by BSD Line Haul Incorporated. Holy cow! Look at the crazy action on these mowers. My goodness. Hitting head on at that speed. I can't even imagine it sitting in one of them things. Red flag. This red flag brought to you by SKD Southern Distillery, the only bourbon sponsor for the Bourbon Beatdown here at Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. SKD Southern Distillery. Check them out online. This red flag brought to you by Eckhart Supply. ladies and gentlemen, with me in the house right now, Chris DeFlorian Dirt Works, man. What a beautiful track you've put together yet again for the Demolition Derby community.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to come down to Kentucky. I came here in 2019 with Tori Schutte, and we were here on that Friday night and haven't been back since. Just kind of kicking another one off my list, Kentucky. You know, I mean, just keep adding them and kicking them off and having fun, and it's fun to come down to a different area, work with a different type of dirt and stuff like that. And I mean, mowers. I've never seen mowers in an indoor
Oh my
derby.
goodness, this
These
is
guys
insanity.
me and Tix are just talking down on the track, and I thought, there's no way.
No,
I'm not getting it. No, I don't. All the money in the world, not happening. No
yeah,
way.
I don't care. I do not care. Chris, what's the process? I mean, I don't want you to give too much away, but when you're starting to talk to a promoter, you're starting to look at a part of the country that you're going to be going to find the right dirt. And what's the process, man? How does it start?
It's just, finding a good clay with the right moisture. You got that 12 to 14% moisture, so then these promoters don't have to spend another 10 to 15 grand to get an additive, fly ash, Portland, get a mill in here to mill it up. And it's hard to spread that material because it's so thin and so dusty. You'll dust one of these arenas about 15 minutes. We use some concrete mixtures down in Florida. Luckily, that building has 8 foot of open sides, has an open roof. We were able to turn the fans on, suck it out. It worked really well down there. But it's hard to do in some of these arenas, so you want to try to get with a good dirt contractor, talk to them about some really good clay, and just find something that works. It really helps if they can go dig it right out of the ground and haul it right here. We had 20-some trucks hauling to us. I think by 6 o'clock we had all the dirt moved in.
That's fantastic. Now, this dirt was in the ground the day before you started hauling.
Yes, sir. Yeah, and I had a couple good guys here, Tudor and some other guys here from Kentucky that Robbie knows and Andy knows, and they were a big help. It was kind of nice to have a couple guys to do it in such a short amount of time because we were kind of on a time crunch for this show. It was It was something.
Yeah, I heard somebody here at the arena itself asked the question of when the floor was going to go in, when you guys were going to put the dirt in for the floor.
Yeah, so the general manager was out here the next day, and he goes, God, the walls look great and everything. When are you going to put the floor in? And Robbie was like, they already did. And and I think what it was is they had the tractor pull last week, and so the concrete was still dirty, so it kind of looked like the same color. And
sure.
So yeah, it was a good time. I mean, actually, it was a lot of fun to come down here again and get back into Freedom Hall and build another track. And it's a pretty nice facility. I mean, this place it's huge. It's big.
It is a very big facility, and the people have showed up here this weekend.
Oh man, for the first year show, I've been in a few arenas and I ain't seen this many spectators on the first year show. I mean, I was pretty impressed when I walked in here to see all these people.
Yeah, I'm looking around now. I mean, they're filling in the sides, filling up the upper section. I mean, it's just incredible. The bottom bowl was sold out.
Yeah. So I think there was even. I mean, I kind of looked around. I think most of the suites are even full too.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Harder to see from up here, the suites, but yeah, that's good to know. What do you got next on the agenda?
I'll be heading to Madison, Wisconsin.
Okay, yep.
The week, the 18th through the 22nd, I'll be going there for that show. Pretty excited about that one. It's 2 hours from my house. Finally get to have a close one to go to and not have to drive or fly or take a day for travel and another day off of work. So Madison's our next one, and then kind of slow down a little bit because it's summertime. The outdoor tracks, you don't ain't a lot for them going on, but yeah, it's Madison will be fun too. That's a whole new facility.
Well,
new dirt guy getting dirt from. It's one of them things. It's it's all a learning curve.
Yep. I'm like an hour and 15 or 20 minutes from Madison, and we actually have a dance competition for my girls up there that weekend. So there might be a chance you see me. We'll see how things go.
Kill two birds with one stone,
Yeah,
maybe?
kill two birds with one stone. You know I love a good demolition derby.
Yes, for sure, for sure.
So, yeah, man, I don't know. This place is just, it's cool.
It is.
Super
Freedom
cool.
Hall is it's a pretty neat facility. There's a lot of culture here. A lot of, you're in Derby Central. I mean, a lot of guys 2, 3, 4, 5 hours, and they're here. It's, what more could you ask for? The parking's amazing.
Yeah.
There's so much room here. There's a cattle show going on this weekend here. There's a home and garden show going on here.
There was a dance competition or a cheer competition too.
Competition,
and
yeah.
there's still parking everywhere.
Yeah, there's still enough room for us Derby guys to come with 40-foot trailers and put on a show in this arena.
I tell you what, this mower class is unlike any I've ever seen before. There's no quitting these guys.
I even think if I was young, I don't even think I'd want to try to get. They got to be doing 35, 40 miles an hour, ain't they?
It's insane. It's just those head-on shots. Everything's going right through that driver. There's nowhere else to take any of that absorption.
I just can't believe one of them haven't flown out over the front of the, over the front of the hood.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple mower derbies. Tix has one up at Minnesota Throwdown, but I have never seen nothing like this. And we've both been to a lot of places. These guys
nothing of this caliber.
Oh my land!
And many of them.
No, yeah. Usually it's 5, 6, and within 5 minutes, most of them fell apart. These guys build some serious mowers here.
It's cool. They're using the entire facility.
Yeah. The track's 180 by 90 or what, I can't remember the exact measurements, but this is a big track for lawnmowers that are doing 30 miles an hour. They can get a full head of steam. And
if that enforcer car wasn't there, I bet you they'd be going around the outside too.
Yeah, they're like I said, I ain't never seen nothing like this. It's definitely something different, something if and there's no quitting these guys. They're hitting hard and they don't stop. They ain't stopping.
No, they're not. Even when the red flags are flying, they're throwing red flags at them. They still don't want to stop. They're competitors for sure.
No.
Hey, burning rubber with a mower out there.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Huh?
Never had that happen on
Makes
one of
you
my
feel pretty good.
Yeah, I had a lot of guys calling, hey, when are you going to test the track? We want to see a video of it and this and that. And I said, it's good. It's real, and Sauer painted it, and we didn't want to, I know a lot of people want to see that test. They want to see that stuff. And, like right there, just another rollover. These guys just don't stop.
No, they don't stop.
It's unbelievable.
I don't know.
And they fall off, hit their head, flip them right back over, and I think if they would let them go again, I think all of them would still be going.
I guarantee you they would. Yeah, I'd be walking out of here in a body cast.
Yeah. And they're not all young kids.
No.
There's some guys our age out there.
Yes.
Oh, I don't think I'd be able to get up tomorrow morning. Tix would have to drive home.
Yeah. Well, you don't want that. You wouldn't be making it very far.
Yeah. we might make it 40 miles tomorrow, and he'll be sleeping. Hopefully.
You guys, what do you run up through Chicago and then up through around Madison?
Yeah, I picked him up at Mowers, and so I just got to get him to Illinois tomorrow.
You picked him up at Mowers, which is 35 minutes from my house, and I didn't get a phone call from him. Wow.
See? Yeah.
My goodness.
We could have just picked you up. You wouldn't have to fly down.
I know.
That's on Tix, not me. You got to talk to Tix about that.
You guys actually came a little earlier than I was able to, so it was all good. But that's 45-minute flight from Chicago to here.
That's a lot better than
That was pretty nice.
6-hour drive, showing up at 4 in the morning, and then finding out we had to be here at 7 to start putting dirt down. So
trucks are here, right?
Yep. Actually, Fatty kind of had to dump a few of them for me because we weren't quite here in time. We kind of slacked on that level, getting here on time on Thursday.
Hey, that's all right. Your expectation wasn't 7, it was 9.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Look at these guys. They're just busted tie rod, spindle, whatever it is, and he's still going, still just hammering away.
Yep, that's the 17X out there. When you've got this many numbers on one sheet, it takes you a little bit to find them. I got a 17 of Ethan Dial. There we go, Nathan Stewart.
Broken tie rod and all, and he's just still doing anything he can to make that hit. Oh, now that guy, he's playing a little cat and mouse over there. He's kind of...
Yeah, he's made the last hit, so he doesn't want to get bumped here. Yeah, he knows what's up. Oh,
that's
17
it.
X waves off.
He drank off his stick. Here's your winner.
I'm not sure who the winner is because I can't see the side of that mower, but hey, what a crazy mower heat. My goodness.
Yeah, that was something to check off the bucket list now.
Yeah.
I guess you get to watch, I don't know, they call them mod mowers? I don't know.
Yeah, they would have to be. I don't know what else you could call them. There's more plate and square tubing and everything else on them than there is a snow bully plow.
Yeah, that's, I mean, they're crazy. I give them that. It's a little ingenuity in a lawnmower. They need little tires and this and seeing all kinds of different stuff on them.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I actually sat in one of those.
Did you?
Yeah, I had to throw my feet up on the hood.
Yeah, you're probably a little tall to be trying to get in one of them mowers.
All right, guys, we're going to head on down here to Fatty and Tix.
All right, who am I talking to here?
You're talking to Shane Downer.
Okay, you always run the mowers?
I've ran mowers since I was like 15, 14.
What possessed you to ever get on a mower?
I don't know. I just decided to pick up a hobby, and I can't play with the V8s the way I want to, so I think it's a little cheaper.
This is cheaper? Now how sore are you going to be in the morning? Because it looks to me like none of you guys are going to be able to walk.
Oh, yeah, my old lady will roll me out of bed for sure.
Okay, perfect. Hey, great job, buddy. That's a fast mower. How fast that thing run?
It ain't fast as all the other ones, but I don't think speed wins a derby.
Perfect. Hey, great job again, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, who am I standing here with?
Nathan Stewart.
I tell you what, running second place like that was pretty wild.
Yeah, it's definitely a different experience considering we started running mowers last year. It's wild coming to compete with these big dogs like this.
How awesome is it to be under the big lights like this? I mean, it's got to be a trip.
There's nothing better than this feeling right here, brother.
So what do you think about this track? You ever derbied on this big of a track with lawnmowers?
It's a bit bigger than what we're used to. It's definitely harder. It's a lot different learning how to drive on it, but it was a blast.
Well, I tell you what, you got to give thanks to anybody out there bringing her down to second place, buddy.
I'd like to thank my fiance, my mother-in-law, and my buddy Michael Evans. He's helped me along the way with everything.
Well, there we go, you guys. How about a big round of applause for these guys? The Lawnmowers came out here. They definitely put on some entertainment for you guys. Give a big round of applause.
You need to get on one of those mowers.
There's no way in heck I would get on one of those things. I'll tell you what, I believe a lot of lead paint chips were eaten by them people out there. My goodness, they were crazy.
Now, I ran one time. I'm not real proud of it, but they built one. I ran one. I would not run one on this track, Tix. How fast do you think some of those mowers were going?
I'll tell you what, I don't know where that teal blue one went to, but I wanted to give him a $100 handshake because we got a couple of those still, and that boy earned one. He must have been doing 30 plus mile an hour across that track, and he got going that fast in 20 feet.
How long do you think a mower would have to be to put Micah in one?
It'd be like a 4410 or something like that.
Yeah, for sure. Micah, what do you think? How you feel about getting in the old mower?
I'm not getting on one of them mowers.
It's no different than a van, Micah.
Yeah, I get stuffed into those too.
Yeah, no doubt about it. He looked kind of funny in a Camry or in a caravan one time.
Well, hey, I'll take what you give me. I really don't care. That was better than what else was I in? A Subaru? Yeah, a Subaru.
Was that a standard too, Micah? Subaru standard?
No, it wasn't. No, wait. Yeah, I think that might have been. Yeah, that might have been. I've got so many runs under my belt, I just can't remember them all.
Old veteran driver up there now, huh?
He's up to about 4.
I mean, he's comparing himself to like the Shooties, right? I mean, that's where he's from, and that's his old stomping grounds, right? Are you the Shootie of minivans and Subarus, Micah?
Hey, yeah, we ran a ton of Subarus at the Shootie compound, I tell you what. I welded on them things for days.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, you guys, it was really cool to see these lawnmowers come out here for a change, and a lot of people are like, you know, oh, lawnmowers. Well, these lawnmowers are a little bit different than what you normally see around the country or county fair or something like that. These guys really put some time and everything into them. I seen the ones got like a big radiator guard up front. That thing was 2 inches thick, fully piped kickback. I mean, obviously, this is not your entry-level lawnmower by no means, but I mean, they really did. They came out here, they put on a good show. It was crazy here. Hopefully, you guys all at home thought it was good. Throwdown TV super excited to bring you lawnmowers for the first time that we've ever seen them underneath the big screen.
I'll tell you what, Tanner, if you just look, this thing has got a gas pedal. It's got a hydro shifter. I mean, it's got everything that a derby car would have. Header protector. Oh, look at that. That's even custom seat cover. That we'll get that for Micah when he does his. I mean, there's all kinds of ways you can pimp these mowers out, Micah. I don't know why you're discriminating or so judgmental at first.
Hey, I tell you what, Fatty, I'll get in one if you get in one, buddy.
See, yours is the length is the problem. Mine's the width. The width, I don't know if I can fit in one.
We can widen them bars out on the side.
Yeah, you can lengthen them out, make that all happen. Hey, let's bring it back up to the top stage up there with the Florian and Micah. You guys, we're having fun down here dirt side. Hopefully you guys are having just as much fun up on the top side on the down view.
For the clock goes wild, steel and sparks collide. Metal beasts in battle mode, no place to run or hide. Wheels spin, the dust kicks up, adrenaline runs free. Tonight's the night, it's do or die on Throwdown TV. Crush it up, knock it down, crush the metal, wreck the ground. No backing down, no sandbagging allowed. Push the pedal, feel the rage, steel on steel, it's all we know. Smash it up and steal the show. Crush it up, wreck it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Through the fire, through the pain, still we rise, still we reign. One more hit, one last spin, only the strongest ever win. Tires shine light, sparks ignite, another car goes down. Steel and fury, no escape, the toughest hold their ground. Mad dogs tearing through the pack, there's nowhere left to flee. This is war on wheels tonight on Throwdown TV. Roll over flips, crowd screams loud, another beast goes down. Twisted metal, shattered glass, body shakes the ground. But we get back up, fight again, this is how we play. Demolition, kings and queens, we own this stage today. Crush it up, wreck it down. We're crashing, we're smashing, we're lighting up the night. No surrender, no retreat, we're in it for the fight. With the engine screaming loud, we'll make history. One more wreck, one more round, it's Throwdown TV. Battered, broken, standing tall, one last hit, give it all. The battle rages endlessly. Welcome to Throwdown TV.
All right, coming out next, ladies and gentlemen, the street stock class. This is another long list, so I'm going to get right into it. Garen Waters in the number 2, Nathan Coffey in the 1227, Nathan Spellman in the 252, Tim Stoll in the number 14, Colby Rominez in the E12, or Romines, Brandon Smith in the number 48, Jeremy Clark in the 747, Dustin Osborne in the 203X, Chris Coyne in the 448, reminds me of my buddy Jacob Prusman, Andrew LeBrand in the 214, Eric Rice in the Reaper, Andy Riddenauer in the number 23, Logan Caldwell in the number 4, Kyle Fuller in the 1015, Tyler White in the number 7, Scott Risch in the number 2, Cameron Bailey in the 19B. Jonathan Plemons in the 73. Dylan Hoskins in the 14H. Sean Wiseman in the 787. Curtis Swanson in the number 24. Charlie Roby in the number 18 1/4. Joel Freiberger in the 437. Denny Camberin in the number 32. Caden Van Cleve in the 99. Steven Centers in the number 2. Patrick Rollin in the 354. Jacob Graham in the 488. Aiden Primo in the 613. Nathan Turner in the 626. Colton Kelly in the 67. Richard Kelly in the number 12. Robert Hill in the number 86. Clayton Kelly in the number 17. Randall Centers in the 85 1/2. Nathan Coffey in the 1227. Cameron Fields in the 911.
15? Yeah, that's right.
Hammond in the 427X. Jordan Reichmuth in the 91X. Tyler Sell in the 406. Johnny Swink in the number 86. Jason Kinman in the 42K. Robert Montville in the 2061. BJ Passmore in the P12. Jamie Smith in the number 96. And Nathan Mazier in the Naturally Nuts car.
All right, boys and girls, one more.
Also like to give her a shout outs to Miri Technologies, Kentuckiana Trucking. That's the trucking company that brought in all this beautiful clay. DeFlorian Dirtworks, who you just heard from, Chris DeFlorian. Schramm Logistics, Tim Hudnall's Auto Sales, Tim's Wrecker Service, Transformed Concrete and Excavating, Multi Demo 10, and the MWFA. Just some things about this class. Front suspension, solid suspension is permitted. You may use one strap per A-arm, 3-inch by 6-inch by quarter. Rear suspension, no wires changed or any welding on the rear ends or the rear spring pockets beyond what is mentioned. Steering, unless stated in the rules, steering components must be a factory car origin, remain stock, and mount in factory location. Any gear is permitted in the rear end. Simple bar cage will be permitted. No material bigger than 4x4. Any tire and rim combos. Double tires are permitted. No fill tires or bead locks. Creasing of the body is permitted, but must be behind the back door on the quarter panels only. Bolt-on shifters, aftermarket brake and gas pedals are permitted. Hood may be wired or chained in 8 spots and no more than 2 double strands of wire per spot. Trunk lid can be dome dished or tucked. Doors must be chained, wired, or welded. Simplified wiring harness is permitted. No touching of the body mounts. Loaded factory OEM car bumpers or approved aftermarket bumpers will be permitted. You may collapse the shocks and weld all the way around the shock and to the mounting plate to the bumper, and there must be a 1.5-inch gap between the frame and the factory bumper shock plate.
18 1/4.
Each car will be permitted 4 6-inch by 4-inch by quarter-inch plates prior to the show. You can shape these plates. Anything you cut off, you will lose. Just a few rules for this class. Wow, look at how packed this arena is here tonight. Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Get on your feet. People at home, get on your feet. Get back to your TV. Street Stocks are going live now. Green flag. Naturally Nuts comes out hot. This red flag brought to you by Indy CNC. Check out Indy CNC for all your demo derby needs. Please check out Todd. Todd, where are you at, Todd?
That is number 2, guys. Let him hear you. A big round of applause. I think we had some miscommunication.
do you guys think of that action so far here tonight on the street stock class? This red flag brought to you by the Simple Solutions, Robbie Crittenden. Get a hold of Robbie. You need that 4 or 6 taken care of. Be sure to check out SKD Southern Distillery, the official bourbon sponsor of Bourbon Beatdown here at Freedom Hall. Go online and check them out. They've got all kinds of beverages for you to enjoy. SKD Southern Distillery. Track, folks. Wow. Those two guys just gave it to each other. Holy smokes. Check out this live replay as the Reaper comes in and just waylays that other car. I couldn't get the number on it. When they roll it back over, we'll figure out who that is. The Reaper is Eric Rice. We're trying to stand them up here once again. That car they rolled back over was the 42K of Jason Kidman. Wow, what a great hit. Three, two, one, let's Derby. flag, fire, fire, fire. Lots of dry chem going down. Take that car off the track just for precautionary measures. Might have dumped some fuel there. Also, down on the far end of the track, it sounds like they might start loosening up some lug nuts if these boys don't start turning it up. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that. This red flag brought to you by Electronic Solutions. And also brought to you by Fueled by Faith. Two lug nuts have just come off of the Passmore car also. Red flag, red flag. This red flag brought to you by Hinson Trucking and Perrier Logistics. The raffle car winner was broke off, but that guy did not want to stop. He was ready for more. So we're trying to get him stopped and get him out of the car. Watch out, here comes the enforcer! This red flag. Sorry about that. That red flag brought to you by the Imagination Company, BND, Lindahl Incorporated. Stumps are the great shot there. And another one. Wow, Stump's continuing to work on that 14H. Fire on the track, fire on the track. 73 of Jonathan Clemens caught fire down there. Still fire under the car. They got that dry chem out. Still a fire under that car. Run a replay here.
Then we might got some on another car. Hey, check that other car. Check that other car in the corner. Open. Guys, there's another car in the corner. 67.
We got another fire down there in the corner. Boy, I tell you what, these drivers sure are putting on a show for you here tonight, folks. We thank you for tuning into Throwdown TV. Coming to you live from Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky. Tell you what, I'm ready for this to be over so we can open up that end door and get some of this smoke and dry chem out of here. There's a lot of cars out there starting to heat up. A lot of smoke's being dumped. Keep an eye on that 4H right behind the 14 car there. He's going to burn it down. That's the number 40 of Smith that you saw was trying to burn that motor down, but he is broken off now. Flag, ladies and gentlemen. This one brought to you by Eckhart Supply and Miri Technologies. Looks like we got some debris on the track we're trying to clear off. We're going to give some of these drivers a chance to get out of their car and cool down a little bit, because I'm sure it's pretty hot down there on the floor. Green flags all the way around, and we are back to live action. great hit by the 198. Sorry about that. That's the 19B of Cameron Bailey. My goodness. Wow, he's getting into Caldwell hard. Keep an eye on Bailey. Here comes the enforcer, lays a big shot on the 18 and a quarter of Charlie Roby. That enforcer only comes out when a driver needs to pick up the pace. Again, and on the 18 and a quarter of Charlie Roby. Red flag, red flag, red flag. We got to check on the driver, that 18 and a quarter. Charlie Roby just took a big shot by the enforcer, and he needs to be looked at. This red flag brought to you by DDW DeFlorian Dirtworks, Twisted Metal, Eckhart Supply, and SKD Southern Distillery, the only official bourbon distillery allowed here at Freedom Hall. SKD Southern Distillery, your official bourbon sponsor of Bourbon Beatdown 25.
Get some bumpers off the track.
We're going back green. 3, 2, 1. Let's Derby. Down here in the corner. Holy smokes. Oh, and just like that, Bailey's got to break off. He's done. His night's over. He spent it. He spent all of his car on Caudill. This is a live looking from the multi-demo 10 camera, Tanner Longest, bringing you all these great action shots from the far end of the track. Red flag, red flag.
Red flag, red
Perfect timing. Red flag brought to you by multi-demo 10.
Got a little bit more encouragement on these drivers now. All right, get a little around there.
What you're seeing down there, folks, is some lug nuts being removed from that car. That driver needs to turn it up. And if they do not turn it up, those lug nuts, they take 2 of them off to start. And then we progress from there. Live looking on Alex Vasco and the All For Him Racing cam. Alex, the GOAT of Demolition Derby videos. Check him out on YouTube and Facebook.
All right, guys, now we look.
Some of the greatest video content in Demolition Derby has come from that man.
All right, great names go. Here we go.
3, 2, 1, let's Derby. Has a great shot of the 32 of Denny Cameron. And the 427X of Hammond. These guys are pretty much in the center of the track, just all wadded up, putting in work, working hard for you fans at home so you can enjoy this great Demolition Derby.
We're starting to dwindle down. We're going to take it down the last one to make a hit. All right, green flag.
You've been watching some great shots out of that 747 of Jeremy Clark. And all for him racing video cam. Just a quick look here, folks. I think we're probably down to around top 10 to 12 cars. All these guys still working hard. All of them want to come away with a win. P12, a pass mower down there doing work. You've been seeing him taking some pretty good shots on some guys. He's been working hard since the get.
Say something.
My goodness, this action's just crazy intense down here, folks. These guys are working hard. I'd be calling out some more names, but it's getting harder and harder to see in here. A red flag, ladies and gentlemen, from what I can tell from where I'm sitting, left in this heat, the P12 of BJ Passmore, the 406 of Tyler Sell, the 427 of Hammond, the 2 of Gary Waters, the 1227 of Nathan Coffey, the 203X of Dustin Osborne, and the 32 of Denny Cameron. Man, these guys are putting in work here tonight. Holy cow. Just some real battles going on out there. So entertaining to watch. I hope you guys at home are enjoying this show. We still have 3 more heats yet tonight. Minivans, mini cars, and old school coming up after this. Green flags all the way around. Dustin Osborne putting in a pretty good shot there on Passmore. Red flag, red flag. This red flag brought to you by Bearded Designs and the Imagination Company.
Hold on,
Great shot down there by the number 2 of Garen Waters. Waters, 32 of Cameron. And Passmore. 3 cars still running. Passmore continues to pound on the front of Waters there. Of course, Passmore doesn't want to give any ground and get back up against that berm. And that's exactly what's happened here. See if he can power out of it.
32
Waters and Passmore locked in a battle. Who's going to come out on top here tonight in the street stock class? Both these guys have been working hard since the beginning of the show. Garen Waters has him up on another car. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner in the number 2, Garen Waters, pulling it off tonight in the street stock class here at Bourbon Beatdown 25. Coming up shortly, we're going to head down to the track for possibly some handshakes, and we're also going to get some live interviews.
All right, how we doing today?
Doing great.
Who am I talking to?
Eric Rice.
Eric Rice. Okay, now, you rolled a guy over. 45 deem, poof, right over. Was that the plan?
It was the plan, but I wasn't planning on it being that soon.
that soon, huh? So you typically, I see it says Reaper on here, so is that your driving style?
Driving style from 21 years.
Okay, well, I tell you what, we got a great group of guys called Brain Dead Misfits. They're a great sponsor of Track Shot Live. They want to give you $100 for your performance. That's what we call a $100 handshake. And I'll tell you what, you earned every bit of that $100. Congratulations. I'll tell you what, I think Tix has got something to say too.
I am totally ready. This place is totally awesome. These $100 handshakes was something that was started up in Minnesota, and we've been having fun with it all the time. Who do I got here?
Nathan Maziarz, Louisville, Kentucky.
Nathan, from the drop of that green, that skinny pedal went down. And you know what, crowd? Let's make some noise for these guys. They were a total show performance for you guys. So where we're at right now, we got a $100 handshake going for you, man. It ain't gonna pay for much, but you know what? Take the boys out and have some fun. Who do you gotta give some thanks to?
Oh, shoot. My father-in-law, my stepfather, everybody that helped me all the way down here, especially my wife with the painting and everything and showing up. It's been great, man. It's been great.
Hey, I got a question. Did that father-in-law have a smile like that when you brought his daughter home for the first time?
Yeah, you would say that, huh?
Hey, that's great family tradition right there. Hey, you guys, congratulations on that $100 handshake. You guys take it back up to you.
All right, what's up, Derby freaks? I'm standing here with Jason Kidman. Now listen, this typically isn't your style build. Right. You're into the heavy class, the Pro Mod class. How did it feel just to ease back just a little bit?
Well, I used to run a lot of stock cars back in the day, so it was nice to sit in the car where my body wasn't taking the beating, but the car was, you know. I was telling somebody, in the mod cars, you feel everything, and in these, the car takes more of the beating. So, had a great time, great crowd, you know. The car wasn't running great early on, so I said, you know what, let's just lay some shots down. You know, let's lay the smack down, dunk ourselves. We're here for the crowd, and what a crowd for the first show.
Hey, Garrett, don't go too far.
I'll tell you what do you think about the track? The track held up great?
The track is great. Now, I wasn't real worried for our class because our cars are lighter, but the track is fast, it's hard, and not many people are digging holes.
That's right. Hey, Jason, thanks very much for the show, brother.
All right, let's go, baby.
Let's go, baby.
All right, I am standing here with the number 2 of Garrett Waters. What do you have to say about that run, brother?
It was a very fast-paced derby, I think, for what it was. A lot of great drivers out there. Can't thank the people that were on the track and off the track with me enough.
Hey, no doubt about it. I'll tell you what. I was watching that rear end of your car, textbook roll, for a long time. Did you know how nice it was?
I knew how nice it was until it wasn't, when I could feel the back tires rubbing. So then figured it was time to turn it around after that.
So when you guys came down here to the end, what was your thoughts? I mean, there were some really good cars down here at the end.
Just survive in advance. That's all derbying's about. Try to beat the next guy.
Well, I'll tell you what, when you guys got out into the open right here, you couldn't have got luckier with that tire grabbing him.
Oh, no. Joe's a very hard competitor. We battle around home, know him pretty well, and he was going to be a hard one to beat. It may have been luck. It may have been I don't know. It was lucky that he got hung on that tire right there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, you wheeled him into that position. I mean, you knew the tire was there. You knew it was out in the open. I seen you grinding and pushing him. A lot easier to hang him up than try to beat it bumper to bumper.
Oh, yeah, especially the way he builds 03s. With a 98 to 02 versus that, it was more trying to get him hung up or in a bad spot to get steering broke. It wasn't about trying to beat him bumper to bumper, that's for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, as a driver, you gave him a ton of respect. You let him out of that hole out there. You gave him some fresh air. So you give a courtesy just like that. That's respect to another driver.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what we kind of made eye contact out there in the back. It was lose-lose for both of us in the corner, so might as well just come out here where we can get going. And luckily, it was on my side and not his this time.
No doubt about it. You got to give some thanks to some people out there.
Without my dad and little brother, I wouldn't be here. There's so many people to thank out there that have helped me along the way. It's just, you can't do it out yourself, that's for sure. It takes a crazy support system to do this sport.
So tell me, what does it feel like taking the W home at the Bourbon Beatdown?
It feels great. You know, we're 45 minutes from here, and it feels great, especially in my home state, to get this win.
There it is, you guys, right there. The number 2 taking home the big W. Congratulations. Let's go over and grab second place right away. Let's go right into second place. Hey, second place. How we doing?
Better if I wasn't stuck on this car.
I was just going to ask you, is that the first time you've been beat by a rubber like that?
Yes, it is.
All right. When you guys got out in the open like that and you were coming around, you had that steering, you kept that front end to the back. Are you pretty confident with the rear end of this car then?
Yeah, I'm confident with every car I build. Front, back, sides, it don't matter to me.
That's super good confidence. Hey, you know what? Everybody always says the 03s lose steering. You were still steering just fine, and that smile says it all.
I hope everybody thinks 03s lose steering, and I'll keep running them.
No doubt about it. You got to say thanks to anybody out there?
Wife, mainly, for letting me do this dumb sport, because I'm in the shop nonstop.
How does it feel to be in Freedom Hall right now?
It's awesome, man. Pulling in here, it's cool. I mean, I've never done it, and I always wanted to do it, and I hope I get lucky enough to get drawn next year, so I'll be back, hopefully.
Well, there we go. Second place right there. Hey, just had to have fun with you. Bought the tire on that side. Nice run. Congratulations on the number 2. All right, let's turn her over to Fatty.
All right, guys. I'm standing here. Who am I talking to?
Cameron Bailey.
Okay, Cameron. You got a little different setup on this 4.6 than everybody else out here. Tell me about it.
So this is the first carbureted 4.6 on a factory intake and factory harness and everything. No MD no ignition box, nothing special. It's it's the motor that came in it. So
how did it run? I mean, you probably ran the fuel injected. Now you ran the carburetor. What's the difference?
It screams. I'll give it that. Throttle was hung wide open, and that poor transmission, it was trying to hold on for dear life. But it was going.
Well, it looks like you got some homework for Robbie, because it looks like the throttle cable got stuck against the firewall. He'll have to figure that out a little bit. But hey, you was letting this thing sing out there, brother. That poor transmission, I'll tell you what. Congratulations, buddy.